In 2014, photographer Matthew Paley traveled to Greenland to learn about the lifestyle and diet of the Inuit. Here, he talks about his experience.
This is his ortok, that's the whole of it, and it took me 2 flights and 2 helicopter rides to get there.
That day, they were able to see the seals, but again weren't able to catch any. But one day, when Paley was hunting with Bent and Dina, they finally caught one. They brought the seal back to the village. Hunting and preparing meat has been part of life for the Inuit for thousands of years. Although the Inuit are starting to adapt to the modern world, in some ways their lifestyle remains the same as it has been for generations. And so the Inuit continue to survive in this remote place at the top of the world.